Hey y'all, so today's video is going to be a very fall makeup look. So I feel like I haven't done a makeup look in forever, so it's about time. I've been on vacation, got engaged, lots of things happening, so I made time for a fall makeup tutorial for y'all. So feeling very scarecrowish today. Got my braid and my little fall flannel shirt going on. So yeah, if y'all want to see how to get this really easy, simple drugstore makeup look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I've already primed my eyes. Lately, I've just been priming my eyes with just concealer and then setting it with powder. So the first thing I like to do with every makeup look is just kind of put an all-over base. So I'm just going in with the Naked Basics palette. You don't have to use this palette. If you have any kind of like white or yellow tint, just like a matte white, that'll work too. So, or you can just use your face powder, but I'm just putting this all over my lid all the way up to the brow bone just to give all the shadows a nice even color, and then also I find it also helps it to blend a little bit better. So I didn't give it much color, but that's okay because like I said, it's just a base. So the star of the show, or this video, is going to be the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. I have used this a few times. I would show you, but I can't open it. So this is what it looks like. It's all super warm and they're all shimmery. So there's not a matte shade in this palette. If you love mattes, I would kind of stick away from this. I would kind of veer away from this. But if you like shimmer shades and don't mind putting shimmer shades in your crease, then this is definitely the perfect palette for you. I usually go for mattes, but lately I haven't really been caring, so I'm going to use this side of the palette for this look. I just feel like it's a lot more fall-y and more warm than the other side. So this look is super simple. So basically I'm going in with this eyelid shade right here. It's just a nice kind of coppery, I don't know, warm tone, and it's, like I said, it's super shimmery. So if you don't like that, then you can skip this step or put a matte shade instead. I just can't get over Wet n Wild shades. Like, it doesn't matter what palette you use or what shade you use, like they're just all so pigmented, and for the price you can't beat it. So next I'm going in with the crease shade. It's just this like light brown, chocolatey brown color right here, and just with the same brush, I'm going to try to show y'all so you can kind of see better, but just dipping in like this, tapping it off, and then I'm going to put this directly in my crease, but then I'm going to kind of blend it down onto my lid as well, because I don't want my lid to be super bright. Okay, so we're back. I had some major issues with fallout, but we're okay. So making sure you tap off the excess of the brush so you do not have the problem like I just had. So anyways, back to our regular scheduled blending. So tapping off, and like I said, putting it in the crease and then all over the lid because we don't want it to be too dark, which is what I was trying to say when I had the little issue. But I'm not covering up the copper shade. I'm just kind of making it a little bit darker to kind of make it more smoky and more fall-like. Okay, so now that we have that all over our lids, I'm going to go back in with the Naked Basics palette just because I have it right here, and I'm going to go in just with this lightest blending shade right here. It's called Naked 2, but like I said, you don't have to use this palette. You can use whatever kind of light brown you have, or you can skip this step altogether. But I'm just doing this just with a blending brush just to kind of blend out that shimmer shade we just put down, because I don't want to put more of that crease shade in, because I'm going to go in with a darker shade, so I don't want to darken up the crease with that color, if that makes sense. Okay, so back in with the Wet n Wild, I'm going to be using this definer shade right here. It's kind of like, I don't know, like a reddish burgundy brown shade, also with shimmer, so keep that in mind. So with the same brush, I'm just going to be dipping in, tapping off, and then I'm putting this directly in my crease and then in the outer V. I'm doing this because I want to make it more smoky, but not on the whole lid and whole crease, just on the outer V, because that kind of makes the eye look pop a little bit more. It's kind of hard to talk and blend and try to tap off so you don't get a major fallout issue again, so I apologize. So now that we look super crazy, we're gonna go back in with this Naked palette, And just with the same brown, just like a light brown, almost skin tone, I'm just going to blend this edge out just very lightly with a very light hand, and just kind of smoke it out just a little bit more, but also kind of make everything super blended and just very seamless. Now I'm just going to go over the entire eye with this blending brush just to make sure there's no harsh lines between the darker shade and then the lighter two shades that we first placed down. So if you found that you brought up the colors a little bit too high, which happens to me all the time because I'm very heavy-handed, so don't worry, you can fix it. I'm just going to be going in with just a light shade, the light shade that I first put down as my base. Just going to be putting that on a flat shader brush and just kind of dabbing that up at the top where you would put your highlight. There's a lot of shimmer in this look, so the highlight, the brow bone is not going to be highlighted. I'm just going to be using a matte shade. So with that, you can kind of highlight your eye, but also bring down the light shades so that it kind of covers up the darkness that you brought down. So I'm just going to blend everything once again because I'm a blending addict. So moving on to the bottom, I'm just going to be taking the other side of this brush that I used the whole eye look for. It's just a pencil brush, and just mixing the crease and the definer shade, these two shades right here, and just putting that underneath my eyelid and kind of smoking it out a little bit. But I'm not going to bring it all the way in because I'm going to put some of that copper shade in the very inner corner. So putting the copper shade with the same little pencil brush I was just using, putting that right in the inner corner. I feel like this kind of ties everything together and makes it really pop because it's smoky, but then it's still girly and pretty. So now I'm just going to blend out the bottom lash line just with the same brush. Like I said, this tutorial is super easy with just one palette. You can use the Naked Basics, you don't have to. You can use face powder like I said, or like any kind of just a neutral brown shade that you have on hand, like bronzer. But then you could just use one brush. So I try to make it simple for y'all because I'm a very simple person and I like for things to be affordable and easy. So I try to make it the same way for y'all. So now that everything's super blended and smoky, I'm going to be moving on to eyeliner. So these are the two eyeliners I'm going to use. This is the NYX, it's just a black eyeliner pencil. I mean, you've seen me use this many times. I hope y'all can see that. You've seen me use this many times. I'm just going to use this in my waterline, and then I'm going to be using the NYX liquid liner for just the top lash line. I'm not doing a wing or anything like that. Like I said, this is super simple, super easy, and pretty quick. So I'll let you watch. So now I'm just going to curl my lashes and put some mascara on. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that this is my baby, my mascara that I use all the time. It is the Maybelline Rocket Volume. I'll have all the products I use listed down below in case you missed it, like always. So yeah, curling my lashes, putting mascara on, and then I am going to be using false lashes today because I feel like that kind of makes everything really stand out and look super smoky. I don't know. I just feel like lashes just complete the look. So these are the Ardell Demi Wispies. I'm not going to be cutting them or anything. I'm just going to be using them as is. So keep watching. Okay, so now we have our lashes on. So usually when you put lashes on, it kind of changes the look a little bit. So I'm going to darken it up just a little bit, and I'm just going to be mixing the crease shade and the definer shade, and just kind of putting that in the crease in the outer V, and then kind of moving it into the inner corner, but not too much. And this is with a very light hand as well, because I want to make it darker but not overwhelm the look. Alright, so that was the eyes. Super simple. And so now we're moving on to lips. So this look is very fall, so I had to add a fall lip to it. So this is the Colourpop ultra matte lip in the shade Tulle or Tulle. I don't know. I'll list it down below in case you're interested and just don't know what I'm saying. Okay, so that was the completed makeup look. It's super dark, super fall, and super easy, so you can't get much better than that. So don't forget to give this look a thumbs up, or the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and leave me comments down below letting me know what you would like to see next. Also help me reach 1,000 subscribers. Once I reach 1,000, I will do a big giveaway, so that's really exciting. So yeah, I hope y'all have a good week or weekend whenever you're watching this, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye y'all.